All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's KinderKicks webinar. Our guest today is Katrina Claydon. She is part of the KinderKicks team. Welcome, Ms. Claydon.
Thanks, Clayton. Welcome, everybody. With the support of Maya and other industry leaders, KinderKicks was developed to further complement and enhance this distinct studio offering. And today we're going to discuss why KinderKicks can benefit your school, what you need to do to become a licensee, and how we can support you to become a successful KinderKicks Center. The first slide says it all. Don't run a full-time business with part-time hours. Lots of schools need to, sorry, I'm just changing my slide. Lots of schools have lots of downtime in their studio. And why KinderKicks was developed was to fill that downtime. Classes can be held in the mornings, afternoons, evenings, and weekends. It's going to help generate more income. There is no other program that offers sports and fitness, language and literacy activities, character development, plus much, much more. Get your name out into the community to parents by parents. A lot of parents said initially they were intimidated to step into a martial arts school. By offering KinderKicks with the early years, we have brought a different demographic into the studio, and we are keeping them throughout our program. KinderKicks is definitely a feeder program into your martial arts program. We get children ready to listen, take turns, share with others, and follow instruction. A lot of schools that we spoke to said that parents come in with 3-year-olds saying they're ready to step into Little Dragons preschool. They're good listeners, but that hasn't actually been the case. They've been quite a distraction at times, and we've had nothing else to offer those families. KinderKicks is there as a tool to help them get ready for those programs. We're there to make sure that they are listening to instruction, they are taking turns, and they're not a distraction to the overall class. They're very much a participator. KinderKicks is also providing retention by having more members involved. They're staying with us longer. One of the good things as well about KinderKicks is it does not have to be a black belt or even a martial artist that teaches the class, but someone with a martial arts flair. The perfect teacher would be a mum or a student with free time, someone who loves children, has patience, enjoys exercise, has a passion to teach children and encourage them, and is fun and exciting. This is a great job, a flexible job that can be worked around a stay-at-home mum with hours to suit. And it also, because it fits around our downtime, it can be fit around school holidays if you have summer camps. KinderKicks can also be taught anywhere. As well as your martial arts school, it can be taught in daycares, preschools, YMCA, gymnastics, nurseries, gyms. KinderKicks is an excellent enrichment program for nurseries and preschools. To be able to teach KinderKicks, you must find somebody who has a license. So if you own a license, then you can have instructors teach under your license. If you only want to teach KinderKicks but do not have the license, then that instructor has to find somebody that has a license so that they can teach the KinderKicks program. Our curriculum. Our guide is 12 children per class as a maximum. If you think you have 12 children on the mat and 12 adults, that's a lot of people, and those children, especially the younger ones, are small, so you don't want to get to lose them in the mix. Each class is based on 45 minutes per class, but we allow 1 hour per class so that we have a transition time of 15 minutes in between class. We don't need an assistant. Our parents are our assistants, but our instructor needs to take time to take enrollments, to discuss things with parents that may need to be discussed. So allowing 15 minutes in between class allows a gentle transition in between classes. So at the end of a class, you can put some toys out for that class to explore and play with whilst you deal with new enrollments, speak to parents and prospective new students. and the new class will come in. They will also explore and play, and as you get ready to start your class and clear the toys away, the first class will leave the mat and the second class will start. Our 3 age groups. The first one is newborn to 18 months. This is a class of a workout for mum, but we facilitate play and learning for baby. The use of martial art terminology is used within the workouts. Mums buy one, get one free because there's something for both within the class. And a lot of parents have said that when they first have their children, there's nothing that they can't go and work out because they don't want to leave their babies with anybody. This allows them to come in, regain their pre-baby body with the workouts, and also their babies are learning with them. We then have our Jumping Joeys. Our Jumping Joeys are 18 months to 3-year-olds. Again, parents are in class for the full session. They join in. They're there as facilitators within the session. They're guiding their children and helping them keep on task. Again, no need for an assistant in this class because the parents are there. A lot of the guidance that is included in the curriculum is stuff that the parents can take home to continue the learning at home, continue working on discipline, respect, perseverance, self-control. We teach them through many different avenues to build into their daily life at home. We then have our Leadership Lions. They are our 3 to 4-year-olds. So before now, when you had a child that came in and you did your introductory lesson with them and you found that they just were not ready to take a step into your 3 to 4-year-old program, well, now you have something that offers them a way to get ready. The first 30 minutes, they are in class on their own to build on their independent learning, but we also realize at this age that they still need the influence of their parents. So we bow the parents on for the last 15 minutes of class. This class definitely gets the children ready for pre-skill. The whole remit behind this class is they must be ready to share, take turns, listen to and follow instruction. We wear t-shirts and Kinder Kicks. That is our uniform. You see them in the picture with the Kinder Kicks logo. When our instructors feel that the children are ready to take a step, they're following and doing everything that's been asked of them, we will invite our head sensei onto the mat. He is our Leadership Lion or our Leadership Lioness. He will do 10 minutes or so with the children, a little bit of a warm-up, some light instruction, just to see if those children that we pinpoint as ready to take a step into the next program are ready. We've already spoken to the parents, so they're well aware of what we're doing that day. If it is that he agrees with us, we will invite those children to bow off the mat, and they will go with their parents into a different room. When they reappear towards the end of the class, they will bow on the mat wearing their gi, and they will be officially graduated into the next program. A great lesson for all the parents sitting watching, but also a great lesson for the children watching too, because they so want to be able to put on their new uniform. Part of the core of the Kinder Kicks program is our Remarkables. They're called the Remarkables. It's 12 characters. Each character has a life lesson story, martial arts principle like self-control, discipline, respect, perseverance, and a signature move. So Kicking Koala teaches the children all about determination. Lefty Lemur, he's different than most children because he uses his left hand for everything, and he teaches the children about perseverance and to never give up. Jumping Joey, he teaches the children all about energy and how it's not good to run about in a restaurant, to run about at church and be loud and noisy. He also teaches the children to use positive energy. His story, all about track safety, is put into a game. Jumping Joey is 5 years old, and we learn a game counting to 5 to cross the road safely with their parents. The life lessons that the children learn and the parents within these classes, they can take home with them and put into real life learning so that even children as young as 18 months and older can learn these life lessons and stay safe. Other revenue-generating marketing events, birthday parties. You can now hold birthday parties from age 1 through to age 4 with the KinderKicks product. This is family-based participation. The whole family joins in. The amount of exposure we have had from our birthday parties has been phenomenal. They're upbeat. The family are all joining in with the children. With one-year-olds, many one-year-olds, when you have a birthday party, the parents are socializing, the babies are on the floor. With KinderKicks, we bring everybody together so that we make sure that the birthday child is very much celebrated on their birthday day. We also offer a curriculum with stay and play sessions. These are also paid marketing events. They're an hour and a half of exploration, learning and fun. This is family learning. So basically the setup, we've got 2 different types of stay and plays. The first one, we offer coffee. Coffee stay and play. When the parents come, the children come, there'll be everything you have will be out on the mat to explore and play with. The children will spend 10 to 15 minutes exploring and playing, and every 10 to 15 minutes we'll have a breakout session of meet the character, a warm-up, a game, a story, and then between each of them they'll have another 10 minutes of free play, during which time the parents can sit and have coffee. They can enjoy with the children the free play, or they can just sit back and watch what's going on, building on friendships, bonding and play within the session. We also, another different stay and play session we offer. Again, it's an hour and a half long. The first 15 minutes of exploration and play, but then the next 40 minutes we actually have a family session for newborns through to age 4. Within that session, we provide learning for all ages. So everybody, even the babies, if we're doing some punching with the punch bags, the babies can use that as a drum. They can be drumming and tapping and feeling the sensory aspect of the punch board. But the whole point behind it is to encourage people into our schools, let them see that there's no need for intimidation. This is a fantastic environment. We've got soft floors. It's a family-friendly staff, and bring your friends along. These are both paid marketing events, and some of our schools offer these once a week as a marketing tool, but also the parents have asked, and we're giving them what they're asking for. They want to have that exploration and play. It's a great added incentive to fill one of your days. What's included in the KinderKicks license? Well, you get a step-by-step curriculum. Everything is done for you. We have one set of curriculum that you have everything from parent participation, what the activity does, how to relate to children if they're runners, if they're shy. There's lots of different tips and tricks there to help you to engage everybody. We also have our quick check, which is a synopsis of our curriculum that you can take to class with you. It's kind of our Bible, and we can make little notes on that that tells you what the activity is, what project you may use for the activity, and the time element for each activity to keep your class on task. You have access to an online instructor resource center. This is the most important part, because as soon as you license with us, you get access to everything. All your curriculum is there. Your characters and life lesson stories are all listed in there too, so you can have a look through. Marketing material. There's marketing material added every month. There's free demo flyers, class flyers, there's instructor wanted posters, there's certificates of participation, there's stay and play posters. If there's something that is not there that you really would like, you just need to let us know and we will make it happen. We also provide weekly newsletters. This is for each age group that you can send home and keep contact with your families on a weekly basis. We set them up in constant contact, and they're pre-done, so there's not much work needs to be done from our end. We just need to set up the date and send them out. Within the newsletters, there's a top tip on health and nutrition and a top exercise tip of the week, things that can get the family more organized. Things that are coming our way are also short videos with exercise tips that also you can use on your Facebook page, or you can send home to your families by email. We have a free online certification. This doesn't tell you how to teach the class. However, it highlights the age of the children you're going to be working with, our core strands of the curriculum, the important part of the remarkable characters, and how they play such an important part of the curriculum itself. We go through marketing tips as an instructor and also as a licensee owner. As an instructor, we need to make sure that our instructors are passing on the right information, and this is a great way to learn from that. There's videos on there for you to look at, and at the end there's question and answer section. You fill that in, send it back to us, and we will provide feedback. This is a great way to really understand and get more highlights for this age group. We also provide retail apparel that you can get through ourselves by buying in bulk. You get a preferred licensee pricing. You get listed on our KinderKicks website as well. And if you go through, or once you've gone through the free online certification, you will get a stamp on your name, on your school name, to let people know that you are a certified KinderKicks Centre. We have a licensee Facebook page. This is a great way for all our licensees to come together to ask questions and to learn from others. The more we share, the more we will learn, and the more successful our business will be. You have online and phone support. We're always at the end of the phone. You can always email us. We also offer Skype training sessions. Not everybody is where we are based, so we want to make sure people get up and running and start off on the right foot. If you wish to take this offer up, then you will be offered a Skype training session once you've licensed, and can do this within a week of your license so that you can get up and running as soon as possible. Now, income potential. We've put a slide together that shows you what potentially you can earn. What we've done is we've put together, worked it out from 3 classes, which would be one morning. Normally our classes, we found that the most popular time is starting at around about 9:30 in the morning, and we run Remarkable Me, Jumping Joey at 10:30, Leadership Line at 11:30. We do have some locations where we've got 5 classes, which we try and link into the preschools. When they finish at 12 o'clock, we offer the Leadership Line program in the afternoons, and also a Jump and Joy program in the afternoons for those that nap early morning. But this income potential figures are based, what we charge our families is $49 per month over a 4-week period. Now this program is designed to fill your downtime, so not everybody will have the same downtime as we have. Our downtime is spring and fall. We hold summer camps throughout the summer, so it's very difficult for us to hold classes. However, we can fit in to do stay-in-play sessions when our schools are out on field trips. So we hold 16 weeks in the spring, 16 weeks in the fall. People can pay monthly, 4 weekly at $49 a month, or if they wish to pay in full for the full 16 weeks, which is the preferred option for us, we will give them 10% discount, which means that each family would pay $176.40 instead of $196. The classes work out at $12.25 per class. Again, the maximum suggested number of students per class is 12, but that's down to the individual school as to how they feel that number will work for them. So 12 children in one class on one morning would be $147. Over 3 classes for each age group, for one morning a week, it would be $441. If you take that over a month, this is in your downtime when at the moment it's space that's not being used, you could potentially earn $1,764 at the end of your month. We pay our instructors between $25 and $30 per class, depending on how many students we have in class. So if we take that off your top line for the end of the month, that still leaves us with $1,464. If you have more than one morning available, or you want to offer stay-and-play sessions, our stay-and-play sessions we charge, because it's a marketing event, it's an hour and a half long, we charge $10 per child and $5 per additional sibling. As we move forward today, If you decide that KinderKicks could potentially be something you're interested in and you want to sign up today, we could offer you over $1,200 discount. The license fee. The KinderKicks license program investment is normally $2,000 down and 24 monthly payments of $59 for a total of $3,416. That is for everything. Our special offer to you is $1,499 down payment, followed by 24 monthly payments of $29 for a total of $2,195. That's over 2 years, and that's a saving of over 35%. Or, if you wish to pay in full, which is our most preferred payment option by our licensees, it's $1,799 paid in full for your 2 years, over 45% discounts. At the end of the 2 years, if you wish to continue to teach KinderKicks in your school or at preschools and nurseries in your area, you will only have to continue to pay the $29 monthly license fee. This will give you all your curriculum updates, your marketing updates, and anything else that will be updated into the program. If you ever wish to end your KinderKicks program, your monthly payment can be cancelled at any time after the initial 2-year period. I have a question for you all. Do you think you can enroll 3 children in your KinderKicks program for 2 years, over the 2-year duration of your license? Only 3 children. The fact is, 3 children will not only pay for your entire license, but will give you a profit too. I'd like to open it up now to some questions that you may have so that I can answer anything that you may want to know at this time.
Great, thanks, Katrina. If you have any questions at all, just a reminder, you can enter them into your questions panel on the GoToWebinar console. We already have a few questions that have come in. The first question, Katrina, is are there any restrictions on what can be charged for the class, or is that up to the individual facilitator?
That's entirely up to the individual facilitator. What we charge in Orlando may not necessarily work for you. We've got schools in New York that charge more. We've got schools elsewhere that charge less. So you have to find what is economically right for your area.
Awesome. The next question is, how many years do the life lessons cover? Is it just 12 months and you start over next year, or how many months of life lessons are included with the plan?
The life lesson. If you think about the children, the children are in class for 18 months, and then they move to the next class. At this moment in time, we've got over a year's worth of lessons there, but we're 2 years we're 2 years down the road of teaching KinderKicks, so we are way ahead of all our new licensees. As time progresses, you will see new updates going up there to give you far more reach and to reach the 18-month point, so that you never really have to repeat anything. The life lessons should last your full 18 months.
Perfect. And what kind of supplies, equipment, materials are needed in this class? And is there anything that's not provided with the initial sign-up?
Okay, with materials, we don't provide materials, but we felt that it was more cost-effective for you to source things locally. We've got a list of materials that is required, but we're a great believer in being creative. We don't want you to have to purchase a license and then spend lots of money on shiny new props. What you have in your studios already can be very creatively used until such times as you are earning enough money that you feel that it warrants bringing in more resources. With your babies, some of the things that we've done is we've gone to we've made it cost effective. We've gone to garage sales and we're able to pick up some really good Fisher-Price toys, made sure they were clean, they were not broken. We've been able to use those, source things locally to keep the cost down. But again, we do try and find out what you have, and what you have, make that work for you. but like I say, there is a list of things that you can have, and we will guide you into where we have bought stuff so you can buy them directly from the source.
And Katrina, I'll add that I've actually seen the classes in action there in Orlando, and it looks like a lot of the equipment you were using were typical things that are going to be in a martial arts school anyway.
We do. When we came to write the program, we went into different schools, we had a look at what they had, and like I say, we were creative. As time's gone on and we are being successful here, we've started adding colors to our equipment so that it makes it far more exciting for the children to use. But definitely you can use a lot of the stuff that you already have. If you were to go and decide that you wanted to buy everything that you needed for the program brand new and all the different colors, then you would be spending less than $500, and to start with you could get away with spending less than $200.
Perfect. And this question, it's an interesting one. Are there any kind of state daycare type licensing requirements for supervisors or instructors? And I know, I'll preface that by saying I'm sure laws vary from state to state, so it's always good to consult with your local legal advisor.
Absolutely, and I'd say that from state to state it is different. What we've done is we have provided a program that hits all the developmental goals set out for schools and nurseries, and we've put together a PowerPoint presentation that when we approach a school or nursery, we can actually deliver to them professionally what we're actually going to be doing within the classes, how we're going to help them checklist all the things that they need to be reaching, and how we can support them with that. When you see that, you'll see that schools will be able to make a very valued decision as to whether or not KinderKicks is right for them. But we've tried to make sure that everything has been looked at from many different sources, and until it's been fine-tuned to be at the point that we feel that it should be acceptable in every situation. But again, you should always check before you start.
And just to verify that most of these KinderKicks classes, the parents are there with their children. Is that correct?
That is correct. With all the classes, the parents remain in the room with the children. The Leadership Lion class, the first half an hour is independent learning with the children, but the parents are watching. They need to watch so they can see and learn what the children are learning, so they can take that learning home.
So having the parents there might help you avoid having to have any kind of child care or daycare licensing. But again, you always want to check with your local law and with your local legal expert.
Absolutely, and I think the only, and if you're going into a preschool or nursery, they already have that license in place. But within your facility, no child is ever left unattended without their parents.
Perfect. Another great question we have: how long have you been doing KinderKicks classes?
Well, we've been running KinderKicks classes for just short of 2 years here in Orlando. We actually ran classes for a year before we actually launched at the Super Show last year in Las Vegas, and slowly we've been selling licenses across the world. We're in Australia, Canada, all over the States. So we're growing on a daily basis, and we hope to continue to grow over the course of this year.
Perfect. And are there any lessons plans that are readily available online for the instructors, or is it all a book-based curriculum?
No, all curriculum is already written, step by step, from week to week. We basically, the characters play an important role in the way that the lessons are set up, that you introduce one new character every 2 weeks, and on week 5 we reinforce the first 2 characters. But every class is set up step by step from the minute they walk in the door till the minute they leave, and it's down to a time element. You're also guided on how many minutes for each activity, so that it helps you to keep that flow for this age group running faster.
And are those lessons available online as well?
Everything is online. you've got your Instructor Resource Center. So as soon as you have access to your Resource Center, you have access to everything. All your lesson plans, marketing, everything you need is there at your fingertips.
Perfect. How do you market this program in Orlando specifically? And if you can give us an idea on the number of classes you're running, and just kind of tell us a little bit about how you're running it there in Orlando.
Okay, well, we've got 10 schools in Orlando. Not every school runs classes on a weekly basis. Some of our schools we're launching into, so we're starting with our stay and play sessions and kind of inviting people in for the more informal approach, just to get out there. At the moment in time, we've got, let me think, how many classes a week? We've got, say, 20 classes we've got a week running. In one of our locations, we have 8 classes over 2 days. We are growing very quickly, and as we're providing classes for that. And now that we're launching into all 10, we are pushing our marketing out there so that we are providing stay and plays. We're marketing through Facebook, through word of mouth, through mums groups. We've got a playground magazine that we link into that have actually just done some advertising for us for the whole of Florida. They're doing some stuff for us because they're really interested in the fact that KinderKicks has been designed in Florida and is now an international based learning company. So it's kind of getting the word out into the community, reaching out as much as you can, meetup groups. We've got some parents that have taken stuff out for us. We go into preschools and nurseries, and we'll do seminars on traffic safety so that they see us in other ways going forward. So I hope that that covers all the points you asked.
I think so. And another question that we've actually seen a few times here, is there a way to actually see these classes happening, see a real KinderKicks class? And I think I already know the answer to this. You'll be joining us at the Super Show again this year. Is that correct?
That's very true. So those that are coming to the Super Show, we're actually doing a pre-conference event. Myself and Kimber Hill will be doing a live discovery event with KinderKicks and Preschool on the Sunday before the Super Show starts. That's the 29th. You can come in. We are bringing local children in, so you'll be able to see live classes in action with parents and children who have never done KinderKicks before. That way we felt that that's a great way for you to come and just see the power of what the processes we put in place play, and you can come in and join in that. We also have on our website, www.kinder-kicks.com, we have a short video on the website that you can have a look at, and it shows you some of the activities that are there. We've also, with potential licensees, we have set up Skype sessions so that they can actually see live classes in action, and that can be set up through ourselves if you wish to do that before you took the step to become a licensee. You can actually Skype with us and watch classes in action, and at the end of the class you'll get the chance to speak to the children and the parents that are there and ask any questions that you may have to find out really why they continue to re-enroll with KinderKicks and what they find the benefit of is for their children.
And that event is free. It's a $50 charge to register. However, if you attend that pre-conference, upon completion of that event, the entire charge will be refunded back to your account. So there's really no risk in attending this pre-conference event. If you want to learn more about it, you can learn about it and all of our Super Show pre-conference events by visiting masupershow.com/precon. It'll have the list there. It'll have the registration links. You can get connected with this KinderKicks and Pre-Skill live demo event. And Katrina, we're having a few questions about being kind of the first in your town or the exclusive KinderKicks school in your town. And the way I understand it, the program is so new that there's a very very good chance that if you're hearing our voice right now and you begin the Kinder Kicks program in your town, you will likely be the first one to market. Is that correct?
That is correct, and the way to find that out as well, it's nothing that we're hiding from anybody. If you go on to the Kinder Kicks website, go into our locator and put in your zip code, it will come up with your closest Kinder Kicks school within a 200-mile radius. If it is that there's nobody within a 200-mile radius near you, it will come up with nothing. So you will then know that you're by far the first one in your area. But there's lots of areas still that are untapped and just waiting for Kinder Kicks to be included.
Now, what happens if I go on that search and I find out that there is a Kinder Kicks school in my area and there's one, a mile from my studio?
What we normally do, we want to safeguard our licensees. This is not a franchise. Kinder Kicks is a licensed product. So there is no territory, but if I had somebody that came along today that was, and I always put their zip codes in, and they were 1 mile away from an existing school, approach that school and speak to them about it and give them the opportunity to push a boundary out around them. I think it's only fair to allow schools to do that and give them the current licensees the option to do that before we would allow somebody else to come in and to safeguard the good work that they've already done.
Perfect. Well, Katrina, thank you so much for joining us today. We've had a lot of questions. We've had a really good discussion here about the Kinder Kicks. I think a lot of people are excited about it. I know I'm excited to see another class in action at the Super Show. If anybody wants to take advantage of the offer for Kinder Kicks, how would they do that?
Well, the best thing to do is give us a call. The number is on your screen. It's 888-713-7565, or email us, info@kinder-kicks.com. And I'd love the opportunity to follow up with each of you to answer any further questions you may have, maybe set up a Skype session, or discuss the upcoming event at the Super Show. And hopefully I will get the opportunity to meet many of you there and help you to bring Kinder Kicks to your school.
Perfect. Well, Katrina, thank you again so much. If you joined us late, or if you want to check out this webinar again for future reference, we will be posting it to the YouTube page for Maya, youtube.com/Maya Success, and of course it'll be on our Facebook and our Twitter pages as well. It'll take us just a couple hours to get the video processed and uploaded, and it'll be there for you to check out. So again, Katrina, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone who's joined us today.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.